Hello, everyone, and welcome to your midweek word. I am going to preface this and tell y'all the enemy did not want this word to come out today. All type of mishaps occurred. This is the fourth attempt at recording this video, but you know what? We're going to push through this thing. Let's talk a little bit about your faith. And I'm going to give you a quote on something, and I'm going to repeat it just to make sure it hits home. Faith doesn't always take you out of your problem, but faith will sometimes give you the strength you need to go through that problem. See, sometimes we pray for God to move that problem or remove that situation, but sometimes it doesn't work out that way. But what He will do is give you the strength to make it through, to push through, to keep going on, even when you feel like giving up, in spite of the situation and circumstances and the obstacles that come. Faith will help you push through. Sometimes you got to do like the older people used to say, I believe, I'll run on and see what the end gonna be. See, what they didn't even realize is in that song, they were speaking a prophetic word over themselves. In spite of how bad it gets, I'm gonna keep on running. I got to keep going and see how this thing gonna turn out. I can't give up midway. I can't give up because things don't line up and match up to what I think they are, or it's a little bit rough on me right now, or the situation is a little hard. They didn't give up. They believed, and I got to keep going on. See, faith is not, I got to see it before I believe it. No. Faith is, I got to walk through this door and I don't know what's behind it. It's the evidence of things not, I don't see it happening, but I believe that it's happening. I believe it's going to turn around. Your faith gives you the ability to handle some situations. See, sometimes when you get a bad report or a negative report, your faith tells you, I don't receive that. I'm looking for something better. I know something going to turn around here. I want to draw briefly from the New Testament book in the Holy Bible, Philippians chapter 4, verse 13. And that is where Paul says, I can do all things, not some, all things through Christ who strengthens me. That is where you get your strength from. And it didn't say I can do some things or I can do 50% of the things. When He does something, He does it complete. I can do all things through Christ which strengthens me. Some people quote that and they crumble. They don't back that up with faith. They just quote something. You have got to back the word up with faith. You've got to be willing to step out in something that's unknown. I don't know how this is going to turn out, but I'm going to walk by faith. I'm not going to walk by what the situation looks like. I'm not going to walk by what I'm looking at right now. I've got to trust God and I got to believe things going to work in my favor. It's going to turn around. See, having faith means you can overcome challenges and achieve things that the enemy said you couldn't. You can walk in doors and doors will open for you that the enemy said that door is closed. That opportunity has passed. There's no way you can get it. You are being denied. You got to understand your faith will give you the strength and the power to say, I'm still going to keep trying. I'm not going to give up. Why do you think so many people, when they go to the doctor and they get a diagnosis, why do you think so many people go and get second, sometimes third and fourth opinions? Because they refuse to receive that report. And they keep saying, by faith, I know I'm going to be healed. By faith, I'm going to be made whole. They don't give up in spite of what the report says. Sometimes in spite of what the enemy is bringing to you and drop it in your lap. And you say, I reject that. I reject that. I'm going to walk by faith. I'm not going to walk by even this what you're putting in front of me. I'm going to stand on faith and I'm going to stand on His word because I believe if I keep trusting, something's going to turn around. See, that faith gives you the confidence that you can accomplish things or do things that people said you couldn't do. That faith makes you believe that this gonna work in my favor. Faith adds a punch to your prayers. See, some people pray and they don't pray with power. Some people pray and they just saying words. They don't have a clue what they're saying. Some people pray and they abort what they have said simply because their words don't speak faith. I know you got me. See, faith makes you get up and take action. At some point, you got to get up out the bed. Faith gets you up out that bed. Faith gets you up out that couch, and you just start saying, you know what? I got to take baby steps. I got to take it one day at a time or hour by hour, but I got to make a step. See, you have got to get up and start moving and take action. Sometimes when you look back over your life, all you can remember is that old school song, we've come this far by faith. That's all some of us is living on right now, our faith. And we sit back and we think things over and we remember, well, Lord, if you did it before, I believe that you're going to do this again. You got to have that confidence. You got to have that trust, and you can't be wavering. You have to confidently believe and act on something that you can't even see. You've got to understand things sometimes may not work out the way you plan. Sometimes you get disappointed. Sometimes you go through a dry season. Sometimes the money ain't lining up with the bills, but you still got to walk by faith and step out on the unknown. You will never make it in life if you don't get up and make a step. And the step that you take oftentimes is on something you don't even know how it's going to turn out. Y'all, I don't know about you, but I finally learned when they sing, I believe I'll run on and see what the end going to be. I got to run on by faith. I can't run on by what it looked like. I don't know. I hope this word got to somebody today, but just remember, it's okay to get down in the dumps sometimes. It's okay sometimes to shed some tears, but what is not okay is for you not to walk by faith and not by sight. You can do all things through Christ who gives you strength. You be blessed, and I'll see you back tomorrow.